Right, Jimmy Cannon to speak to us this evening on Workshop 1. Please give a huge round of applause for Jimmy Cannon.
Hello, everybody. Can you hear me? Is the phrase "everybody in the world" is good? Hello, Sean. How how are you?
Jimmy, I was on silent there. Yeah, doing well. Thank you. How are you?
Excellent. Very good. Thank you. Very good. Hello, everybody. It's an absolute pleasure to be here. I'm slightly confused with what's going on, but perhaps someone will enlighten me at some point. Kartik, is that how you pronounce your name?
Yeah.
Kartik. Hello, Kartik. I wanted. Oh, you mentioned pitch, and I didn't quite. By the way, I'm not doing a speech, so everybody relax. If that's okay, I'm not going to be. Well done, Nina. Fantastic. Excellent. I just the thought of having to do a speech, which is going to be reviewed without hesitation, deviation, or repetition, without any R's or ums or anything else, would drive me absolutely crazy. I don't know how you guys do it. A very good friend of mine, Bob Ferguson, is telling me about all you guys and how amazing you are at speaking. So I really can't compete at all. But what hopefully I can do is show you how to perhaps use your voice in a more effective, more efficient way. And I want you to actually, I'm going to deviate slightly, so minus one already. Just to tell you, out of interest, Kartik, you might be interested in this, is that we all have a fundamental pitch with our speaking, and for men it's B flat. That's the pitch. So generally men are around there. So if you're speaking around there, normally that would be strange if you were just doing on that one pitch, and that's called intoning. Don't do that. That's a bit strange. And the F for the B flat, da da da. The fifth above that is for ladies, for the women. So there you are, there you are, there you are, there you are, there. So have a think about that. That's your fundamental pitch that you should be around. So if you're too far away, higher or lower than that, then it's not a problem, but it might be worth thinking about how to compensate for that. What I wanted to speak about today was three things, and that they are breathing, how to warm up and maintain and sustain your voice, and also how to project your voice. So everything is completely changed for all of us over the last 6 months. And what a crazy time we are in. But it's great to be here and talking about the voice, which is what I like to do. And however, I don't think things have changed that drastically with the communication. I would say someone mentioned, actually, I'm going off piste again, but someone mentioned, I think it was you, Nina, about energy, finding that energy. And I think, now if we were here person to person and I was speaking to you as a group, or we were in a circle, whatever the format might be, I wouldn't need to be pushing so much energy as I am now, visually and animated. I think there's one thing about speaking on the virtual environment that we have to create more energy to make that impact and connect with people. I think that's the challenge I have when I'm giving webinars or teaching, etc., online. So the first thing, can I all ask you to join in with me? If you're not comfortable with that, it's absolutely fine. I'm going to ask you to do maybe one or two silly things, but don't panic. It's not. I'm not going to ask you to dance or jump up in the air unless you want to, and that's absolutely fine. So the first thing is really, really important, and I was doing a little bit because obviously there's a sense of anticipation and anxiety before we all speak, and I've been speaking and singing and entertaining on stage for a long time, and there's definitely, I don't think there's been a time when I haven't felt nervous before going on stage in the wings or just about speaking. So just to let you know that it's a completely normal thing to feel anxious and to feel slightly nervous. But what you can do, and I wanted to introduce this is not only good for controlling the breath and controlling the exhale, which I wanted to talk about mainly today, but it's very, very good for controlling your nerves. And this is the taking a slow breath through the nose very slowly, and then we're going to hold it, and then we're going to let it out. But I want to show you how to do that. Now, what's really important, and I'm also aware that I talk a lot, and I could quite easily talk for an hour about this one subject because I do every day. It's my first I need to write that down. Okay, 2. Oh no, this is terrible. This is terrible. Where's my coat? Okay, let's get on. So what's really, really important is the inhale and making sure that you're breathing correctly with the right muscles and the right way to do it. Now, very simply, your belly comes out, your diaphragm contracts, and it drops down, allowing your lungs to expand. Okay, so I'm gonna move backwards a little bit. And hopefully, you can see me. And I'd like you to all to put your hands on your belly. Okay, can you still hear me? Okay, is that all right?
Yes.
I'm gonna move this a little bit like that. Okay, so hands on the belly. I want you to take a nice slow breath in. I'm going to count to 8 through the nose. This is a very, very important thing that you're doing it through the nose because it connects directly more to the diaphragm and the abdominal muscles which are around here. And the important thing is that when you're breathing in, and this is a little bit of a contradiction to how we generally breathe normally, which is wrong. But the idea is that the belly drops and comes out, and the diaphragm drops and contracts and allows the lungs to expand. So as you breathe in, think about the belly and really feel let your belly come out here. And I can relax because I've been eating far too much over the last 6 months. Right, so take a nice slow breath in through the nose, nice 8 seconds. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're going to hold it for 4 seconds. 2, 3, 4. We're just going to let it out with a shh. Good. Now I can see. Now relax, everyone. That's very good. Now I can see. There's a couple of people. Nwubi, is that right? And have I pronounced your name right?
Yes.
Nwubi, great. Just try to keep your shoulders down. You're lifting your shoulders only because you're right below me and I can see you. so you're try not to lift your shoulders up. Keep your shoulders down. Your belly's coming. We'll do it one more time. And we're going to let this, and we're going to count of 8 in. We're going to hold it for 4, and then we're going to let it out with another 8, which is on now this is called a fricative. It's called an unvoiced fricative on the way out. And so both are really, really important. The inhale is important as the exhale, but the inhale is important because actually most of us don't take enough breath in. So just controlling that amount of breath in is a very nice meditative sort of a way of controlling the breath and really sort of relaxing before you're about to speak, as well as, taking the right amount of breath in for the phrase that you're going to speak. I'm not going to go off piece on that one. Right. So we'll do it one more time. We're going to take a breath in and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and let it out with a shh. 4. Keep going. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. So, anybody have any issues with that? Was it difficult to take a breath in? Who found it hard to take a breath in or harder to take a breath? Yes, Kartik.
Really?
Sorry, Kartik. I'll come back with you, Caroline.
I found by the time I got to about 4 or 5, my lungs were full, so I couldn't go
Yes.
on 8.
Exactly. It does take a while to practice. Is that the same with you, Caroline? Yeah. What? Let me give just some advice. There's a great technique. Some of you guys might have heard. It's called the Alexander technique, and there's a specific technique called. I'll add it. I'll send you the link, link to it. It's called semi-supine. It's basically lying on your back. That's what semi-supine means. Lying on your back with your knees up and your hands here. So as you're lying down on the floor, you put your hands here, and you're just taking time to be aware of the breath and how it's coming in and coming out. That control over the in-breath takes a very long time because generally when we sing and when we speak, we're taking a short inhale and a very long exhale. All right. So yeah, work that one out. Practice that. That's a very good thing to do. If you can control the out breath, it's going to be, you're going to find more resonance. You're going to find more projection. So we start with the breath. And that's very important. So we're going to go now from an unvoiced fricative, which is the shh, into a zh. So let's do the whole thing from the beginning. I've got no idea how I'm doing for time. Actually, probably about I've done about 6 minutes, I would imagine. I'm vibing it. I'm vibing it. So let's take another breath in. Nice slow breath through the nose, and then we're going to hold it for 4, and then we're going to change from a sh to a zh. In fact, before we do that, can we just put 2 fingers here, just below the Adam's apple for the men, and just slightly in the middle of the throat for women, and we're just going to feel the resonance there, or the vibration of the vocal folds or chords, and that happens when we change from an unvoiced to a voiced sound. So we're just going to go sh to a zzz. Yeah, great. Can you feel the resonance here? Now what's happening is the vocal folds are starting to resonate, and that's called phonation, and that's when the sound starts to happen. All right, so here we go. We'll do one more. We'll do the whole thing again. We're going to do it. Take an inhale for 8, hold for 4, out for 8, and within from the sh to a zh. And this is really practicing the inhale and the control of the out breath and engaging the abdominal muscles here. Okay, right? Is everybody ready? Here we go. Hands on the belly. Nice slow breath in and through the nose. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. 6, 7, 8. Hold it for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. From a sh to a zzz. Push. 3. Keep going. 6, 7, 8. Excellent. Fantastic. Okay, can everybody do this? Hand again on the belly, just slightly below your solar plexus here. And if you can see them just around here. And I want you to do this. Imagine there's a cat that's just walked in. Nina, what happens if a cat walks in at the end, within the meeting? Everybody has to go. Shh, 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 shh. She's really, yeah, very good. Fantastic. And stop. Lovely. Oh, 12 minutes. Oh my word. Okay. So got 3 minutes left. Keep going. And right. So that's really engaging your abdominal muscles here. Really good practice. Just to shh, 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 shh. There's a couple. Yeah, good. And if you want to go into a voice sound as well, either zh or v or zzz. Everybody do that. And stop. Right, 2 minutes. We just a couple of questions. So I've got so many things. I think I could put the other 2 things together for the next 15 minutes to make sure you stick around. I'm sure you'll stick around because you've got other stuff to talk about. But any questions? Hands up, please. So far, no questions. Okay, that's fine. No problem. Oh yes, guest Mandy Davies. I love your background. Is that the TARDIS or is that?
It is TARDIS circa Tom Bell, I think.
Fantastic. I love it. Please.
I forgot what my question was.
Sorry.
Oh, I know what it was. So the more you do that, the more you practice that.
Yeah.
Does that increase your lung capacity?
Yes. It increases
mine
lung
is
capacity.
very bad at the moment.
Yeah.
I've not been going out. So
yes, the inhale is the most important thing for lung capacity, and the best way to do that is in a semi-supine Alexander technique. Just go on YouTube, put in semi-supine, SUPINE, and you'll come up with loads of videos on how to do that. And it's a lovely way to relax just before you're about to speak. So yes.
Okay, thank you.
I've got a quick one for you, Jimmy, as well.
Yeah, Kevin, hi.
Hi there. I think you said that, I'm not sure, this would be a good way of calming the nerves then, if we do this. Well, for sort of how long do you think you should be doing it for?
Well, actually, it's the calming, the breathing is, deep breathing is excellent for calming the nerves. What actually really helps is the holding of the breath, not for too long, but that 4 seconds in between the inhale and the exhale releases the endorphins, which are the happy drug, which are, they're free. And that's great. So if you really take that breath in and then hold it for a good sort of 5, 6, 7 seconds, and then let it out with a, it feels great. Good. We're done. Thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute.
Thank you very much for that.